Looks like I'm live. Ba ba ba. A little bit zoomed in on me. Zoomies. There we go. Let me turn on some different lighting. Since we're doing a tower and chill. Wink wink, as I can't really wink. Alright. It's just a casual Thursday. I just wanted to go live. Tower and chill. See if anyone wanted to kick it, talk some tower as we do our run here. Oh, I think we just eliminated an overcharge. Let's see, did I get, 15 trade down, that's not much. 77, What up, Rubber? How you doing? I want to see when my demon mode turns on what my damage is after amplifying strike, because last I checked, see, let me see. I know I messaged Bulldozer this. Tags was saying you should have, I think, like 500 trillion damage to make it well through tier 17. And I think I was at like 440. Yeah, I was at like 440. And all I've been doing for the past few days is putting every enhancement, every click of enhancements into my damage. But what I've noticed is that the damage enhancement clicks is not as much as a damage enhancement lab. So critical factor, I did a critical factor lab, which of course is 2%, and it made it go from 300 to 302.5. Then I got a critical factor enhancement, and it made it go from 302.5 to 303. So barely any. So I want to see how those numbers are broken down. What up, Rubber? I know I already said what up, but we're just doing it's just a casual Thursday. I know usually Monday Greeny goes. Obviously Tuesday, Friday we have the live streams. And so I kind of am making Thursdays my thing, where we'll just do a little tower live, hang out, see if anybody's got questions on the game, talk shop. Oh, listen to my cat cuss me out. What do you want, kitty? What do you want? Oh, kitty. Good, just farming and chilling. Nice. Yeah, I've been doing some mass farming. Lots of farming lately. I just filmed a video this morning talking about GoldenBot. So I'm probably going to post that later today. But this was with GoldenBot at 43.5. Or no, this is a GoldenBot at 43, excuse me. Or 42. Let me see. I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt here. 43. Okay, so yeah, this is at 42. These runs before the tournament were GoldenBot at 42 seconds, and then the bonus was 6.8. But then I respect everything out of Amplify, put it into GoldenBot, and my coins went up by like 15-20%. Because this is all after. Started getting 8Q an hour about average from, let's just say, about 7Q an hour. So just a few clicks. Even though those clicks of GoldenBot get super pricey, they're worth it because you're just getting that much more bonus or that much more duration on that much more of a stronger GoldenBot, if that makes sense. What up, Berto? ILM Plus has been fun, man. It's been treating me well. I haven't seen like the damage increase as I would expect with it. I mean, I think I got like a few hundred waves higher in my farming runs. What was, I would say, kind of a significant jump with each level upgrade was the chrono jump. When I got chrono jump from 35 to 40 to 45 to 50, each time it was like an extra probably 100 levels in the farming. If you look at this, inner landmine, this is my inner landmine damage, 92.8 AA, and my chain lightning is 78.63. So it is, I would say, leading, because black hole damage you don't really count. Orb damage you're not really going to count. But my inner landmine is basically the leading damage dealer. What up, what up? Yeah, Golden Bot's crazy strong. I was thinking, you know, when it's got upgrades that are this expensive, like, why get them? You can get a few in Amplify Bot, get that extra damage. But look at this. This tournament run here, these were with an Amplify Bot with probably like 9,000 medals in it. And my overall damage was 3.11. Then I respec'd out of it. I did another run just because I got knocked to 11th, so I tried to get to 10th. Got to 10th, and my damage was 4.51. And yes, I got 3 berserks just as I got 3 berserks in this one. Or death defies, I mean. But Golden Bot's super powerful, man. So I am going to be completely investing in Golden Bot to the end. So I send a message on Discord. Or respec into Gbot. Let me pop out this chat. Gotta get my setup going. What up, Kirkle? What up, Dirk? Good to see you guys. You know, it's a little bit early for the tournament. Obviously, there's no tournament today. And there's still tower content to be watched, so I figured let's just do a live. I did make a video. Maybe I'll post that later today. We'll have to see. I'm waiting on something else. Oh, look at this. No, there we go. Got my wall back. No energy nets or energy shields. Let's see if my demon mode gets activated. I just finished making my cards, so happy I'm done with that for a while. Nice. So you got your cards, you've got them all maxed out, or you've got all the card slots? What do you want, kitty? You want out? I don't know if you guys can hear her meowing at me. Yes? Yes, kitten? You want out? Alright, there you go. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, there it is, deep mode. What am I at for death defies? 1 death defy, okay. I had some crazy run the other day. Look at this, 56-18, 20 death defies, 55-78, 24 death defies, 32 death defies. Whoo! Man, some of these runs. Let's get so many. I'm 31. Wow. Yeah, Berserker Mastery is my favorite in the game by far. All max 15 slots, just got the master like, nice, man, congrats. That's good. I would recommend, and this is somewhat controversial advice, but I would recommend getting cash mastery and recovery package mastery first, like well before you can actually afford the labs with coins, because by the time you do get all your cards maxed and you unlock card masteries, you're probably like high farming tier 11. And if you're high farming tier 11, like to, 12-hour runs, 11,000 waves or whatever, when you get cash mastery at unlock, it's an additional about 30% reroll shards, which is huge. So 500 stones for additional 30% reroll shards. I mean, we all need rerolls. I would absolutely recommend getting that, and recovery package chance that unlocks pretty good, even without any lab levels into it. Last tournament, I finally got out of gold and into platinum. Nice. Still relatively new, trying to soak up the knowledge. Well, you came to the right place. Crowbar, what's up, man? That's another good, speak of the devil. You want to soak up some knowledge, go check out Crowbar's channel. Spartan's a good one. Tags. I mean, there's a lot of TMs. Usually, like, Greeny's been starting to go live every Monday, just doing Q&As. His lives are very valuable. Is recovery package chance worth it? It's such a low chance. You mean the mastery? Oh yeah. Because even though the mastery is just 0.04, Like if you're running with, like I don't use G comp, but I have still an 83% package chance. It's like 1 out of every what, 250 you're gonna get a common module shard or whatever. So it adds up, because when you're doing runs all day and you're passing a ton of waves, like for me, yes, my recovery package chance is maxed out at 4%. So 4 out of every 100 packages, I'm gonna get a common module. But even at unlock, it definitely is valuable. Now you do, of course, want to get shatter shards done. I would say just gem rush the last couple levels of those. But recovery package and cash mastery are very valuable at unlock. I would say cash mastery probably a little bit more so, just because when you're doing long runs, you're able to get that big increase. I don't know what the percentage increase in just normal shards you get from recovery package mastery, but it certainly does help. I'm always balancing from gold to plat and demoting again, averaging 400 waves of plat. Any tips? Max out the workshop, man. Max out workshop defense and put a lot of stuff into wall. It's been a while since I was in my the lower brackets, but how I got out of it was I was basically doing all my researches towards like wall stuff and then econ stuff. So I'd get more econ, I'd get more wall, and then I would take, let's say if I made like 1 trillion coins or whatever, after the run, I'd go into my workshop and I'd have like health at level 4,000 and I'd upgrade it to like 4,200. And then sure enough, the next farming run, I'd get a little bit farther. So you can get quite far just by having, let's say, a maxed out workshop. You want to be a bit hesitant getting attack workshop, like attack stuff done too early. Because if you're eliminating enemies between when your Black Hole and Golden Tower Death Wave activates, you're going to be hurting your econ. However, yeah, I'd be putting as many coins as you can into your defensive workshop. Oh, quick timeout. The Death Defy. Shout out to Tags. The Death Defy song's playing. This is a great song. Death Defy. The AI didn't understand Death Defy. Is extra mastery worth it? Yes. In fact, I wish you would have gotten it earlier, but Craven and Crowbar can correct me on this, but I don't think it should be one of the first econ masteries you get. I think technically it's one of the most powerful econ masteries. However, I think the rank that you should unlock, correct me if I'm wrong, Crowbar, or anyone else, Rubber, you want to, Wave Accelerator is the best. Intro Sprint is probably like second or third best, so I got Wave Accelerator first, Intro Sprint Mastery, and then I got Coins, and then I believe the next would be Extra Orb. Because if you're doing like Tier 13, where orbs automatically kill anything that they touch, you're not going to get as much of a benefit as you see here on Tier 17, where enemies are more so piling up, and since the orbs don't automatically eliminate it, they're just tagging a bunch of enemies and giving me extra econ. So like I was getting probably like 100, 110 trillion a minute. And then after, well, I did a G-Bot respec, and then now my extra orb mastery is at level 5. And yeah, I've seen a good increase to my econ from that. Try messaging tags real quick. Bonzo Death Defy. Up everyone. Nice. Yeah, Intro Sprint is probably one of the most fun because you just fly through waves. I think at the card itself is 100 waves, and then when you get the mastery, it goes to 280. Then each level is another 180 waves. I have it maxed, so I'll fly through the first 1,800 waves, and then it's all fun from there. Do you have bot presets yet? No, I do not. So Crowbar, that's one of the things that I'm kind of waiting on. I've been averaging 6 keys a tournament for the last, like, probably month. And I've gotten the additional card slot. I have auto demon mode. I've got the workshop orb adjuster. And then I have auto restart, of course. What I think I'm going to do next is... And I'm kind of debating on this, but I think what I'm going to do is get nuke, auto, like, say, save you from a killing strike. And then what I'll do is turn off my slow aura, like take it off and put on nuke. And then I'll try farming on tier 18. Because I feel like for tier 18, when you're getting the fleet every 100 waves, you almost need the nuke mastery. Because it'll go off, it'll refresh at 300 waves. In theory, it'll save you 1 out of every 3 fleets. But I think what I'm going to get is, I'm going to get that auto nuke activation from a killing blow. That'll help me on tournaments too. As in theory, it'll give me another death defy chance without me activating nuke. Then I'm going to get another card slot. Then I'll probably get my ad gem stack to the 3rd one for 20 keys. And then, I don't know. I imagine enemies still get the orb coin bonus even if the orb is still up. Yeah, they definitely do. But when things are like tier 13, just by the enemies having lower health, like if you're eliminating enemies too far and then they're not getting the chance to hit the orbs, to my understanding, it's not as good as like a tier like 15, 16, 17. Where almost all the enemies, because they're so tanky, are stacking up around your orb line and just all getting tagged by orbs. Look at that boss just getting swamped by him. The big whale was fished to the chat. What up, George? What up, Manners? YouTube started the stream half an hour ago? What? Oh, is it not showing as the right, did it rewind you to the beginning? How long have I been live for? 17 minutes? Mythic, assist, yeah, we need these fast ultimate battle condition to end. How long have we had fast ultimate battle condition for? It's been like a month. BonzosTower, yeah, started at me in the midpoint. Oh, that's weird. YouTube glitching out. Can't have everything perfect. Gotta love technology. Yeah, the last patch made extra orb mastery mark enemies for the drop. What mastery's ultimate weapon upgrades made the most difference in Legends tournaments? Oh, this is easy. This one is easy, Pixo. Someone actually got mad at me on Reddit for spilling the beans on this. They're like, no, shh, keep it a secret. But Berserker Mastery. By far, Berserker Mastery. Granted, before I got Berserker Mastery, I did have Demon Mode, Damage, and Super Tower all maxed out. I would say you still want to get those first. But in terms of just raw performance, when I unlocked Berserker Mastery, before I even had a level in it, it was a tournament, and I got lucky that had no Death Defy and no Energy Shield battle condition. I got like 16 Death Defies, and I made it 100 waves higher than my other tournament runs on that same tournament that didn't have as good a Death Defies. Now that I have Death Defy maxed out at 300 seconds, when I get a good, like I'll show you here, I redid the run yesterday just because I was in 11th place at 11:04 or 11:06 because the guy ahead of me had 11:08. This is 3 Death Defies. Got lucky here with another 3 Death Defies. And this is with the Death-Defy battle condition. But when you're intro sprinting and you get the overcharge that comes along, I have a 35% chance Death-Defy. In theory, 1 out of those 4 killing blows is going to trigger a Death-Defy. And then I have effectively 100 waves. Because each wave is 29 seconds. I have 300 seconds of Berserker Mastery. I then have 100 waves of intro sprint with the super Viking Funeral damage. So it can really give you some good runs. Now if you look at this, the run that was really good with 3 Death Defies, 1106, 1046 was 2, and 1046 here was still with 2. I mean, I'm guessing if I had 1 Death Defy, I'd probably get to like 1,000. But yeah, it's when I get a good Death Defy RNG run, I'm getting over 100 waves higher. I got my tier 20 wave 400 like stone unlock because I was saving up for range mastery. I got that purely because of Berserker Mastery. So to answer your question, Berserker Mastery was the biggest change. Permafast all tournaments, yeah. I think it's because, and I want to shout this guy out. Bulldozer was like, have you seen his channel? And I just haven't, trying to remember his name. There's a guy who, shoot, if I can remember his name. I feel bad I don't remember it. It's not like he's a new channel or whatever, but he's posting videos like setting world records, and he's an EHP player, and the strategy he uses is just bonkers, and it's amazing. And I love seeing these guys do EHP. I wish I would have known about it a while back, because they're just running their assist mod as orbital augment, and then they're doing space displacer, both ancestral, so get the percentage damage, lots of stuns, and then they're doing chain lightning plus for percent damage, and then obviously like use harmony conductor for a bunch of misses, get berserker mastery for death defies, and you just survive like a long time. Does anyone know his channel? Giga Gaming. Yes, man, I think that's it. Let me go to YouTube. I legit, so I wake up in the morning and I go on walks, get the blood flowing, and I'll usually put on like a crowbar or a Ryan Ing or who else? Spartan, tags. I'll put on another tower tuber and I'll listen to him as I walk. And then Giga got recommended to me. Giga Gaming. I think it was him. No damage world record. Yeah, this is insane. I'm going to send this guy's channel in the chat. Everyone go check this dude out. My restream's bugging right now. It's okay, there we go. So I think with the meta of what these top guys are doing is they have a, like basically all their assist mods are at ancestral. All of them are at ancestral, so like ancestral space placer is a lot of stuns, and then they'll have ancestral for their core, and then they'll use a harmony conductor, and that gives you 30% chance for enemies to miss. And then for what is it? For the cannon, they'll use death penalty, which is 15% to insta kill an enemy. So you stack up all these RNG things, and then like berserker mastery, and you're gonna get some rather lucky runs, like for sure. Then I think they use Pulsar Harvester up here, because then even if you don't have that much damage, you're doing level reduction, which directly takes down the enemy health and attack. Yeah, so Pulsar is very, very good. It makes me want to, so I use Magnetic Hook in my tournaments because I'm an Interlandmine Plus player, and I actually got 100 waves farther with Magnetic Hook than I did with Chip. But I feel like if I was to just get this to Legendary, so it shoots 2 inner landmines, I would do that much better. Permafast ult, yeah. Nuke and Second Wind Blast are great for elites for tier 16 to 18. They start coming too fast in the higher tiers. To wait on the 3 and 4 into Rave Recharge, yeah. Yeah, Rubber, I would guess like... I mean, when I got the Second Wind Recharge, it was because I would occasionally have like a tier, I think 15 run, where I would die at like wave 1996. to an overcharge. And then once I got second wind recharge, I would last a bit longer because occasionally you just get that overcharge that just snipes your tower out way earlier than it should. You just get bad luck, no death defies. And so I would assume if I have second wind recharge, demon mode, and then nuke, I'll probably have some runs where I cycle through all of those at least once or twice on tier 18. Zerg Mastery is RNG based, it depends how RNG treated. Yeah. I've had runs where I don't get any death defies, and you know, the tournament run kind of sucks. But then I'll have runs where I get like 3, and I do much better. Bonzo, I've rocked the main ultimates and cards, but now I need Chrono plus GT plus. Do I really need to spend 7k gems to lock the 3 remaining ults? Just get Chrono plus GT plus? Yes. So that's what I did, and it sucks. But I last unlocked Chrono Field and Smart Missiles, and I actually didn't do a single click into them for a while. I just unlocked those so I could get GT plus. And you don't want to get Chrono Field Plus first, you want to get GT Plus. GT Plus at unlock is very good, you want to get GT Plus. I rushed it, I got GT Plus to 11, and then I started working on some other stuff. But yeah, my Smart Missile is relatively undeveloped, and my Chrono Field I didn't develop at all until I was well into like staying in Legends. And then once I got this permanent, and then some good Chrono Field Plus, it helped a lot. My turning run usually ends when VF ends. VF. What's VF? Why am I spacing out on that? That's not intro sprint. My base damage can't stop the fasts. So number 1 in Legends with no damage crazy. Yeah, I need to watch his most recent video, Giga. Click on videos. The Tower World number 1, no damage, fast ultimate. I'm gonna click on this right here. Just nuts, man. Oh, I wonder how his bots are. So I see he's getting like Flame Bot, the burn stack. So yeah, EHP, no flat damage, able to tank something at the end of runs, crowd control and percent damage are parts of EHP build. Challenges, no flat damage, range, run at 220 meters, no space displacer, oh my gosh. I wonder what his Chrono field is at, Chrono loop I mean. That's just crazy. So yeah, Primordial Collapse for the damage reduction. Chrono Field, you get the damage reduction, so I assume he has that lab pretty well done. MH is really nice during... Magnetic Hook is really nice during fast ult as it helps manage scatters nicely. Yeah, you know, I made a post on Reddit that I wish that they would buff Magnetic Hook because, I mean, selfishly, because I'm moving towards ILM Plus as my main. But you could kind of say it's my main ultimate weapon. I mean, technically, and I was getting flamed for this, but like, yes, Black Hole has more damage and orbs have more damage, but those are empty calories because Black Hole eliminates the easy enemies. It doesn't hurt elites or bosses, but what does hurt elites and bosses are the inner landmines and Shade Lightning, and my inner landmine does more damage. And yes, orbs are good, but I mean, we're talking ultimate weapons. But yeah, I think if Magnetic Hook did... I think it should also target fleets. I think that would make it much more viable. And then I think this should be a 50% chance of elites. That might make it too OP and make everyone move to inner landmine, but I think it should be done. What up, Bulldozer? What up, Blue Baked Beans? Good to see you guys. Yeah, Crowbar, did you get your Magnetic Hook to 5-star? And then, yeah, once it's 5-star, you're kind of screwed. Unless, and I think Tags and I talked about this the other day. I believe, and this might be hearsay, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard them, or I heard that Fuds made a comment about module presets, meaning that you could have your one 5-star mod, and you could have one preset on it, like your tournament preset, then you could have your other preset for farming, which would be amazing. If they had that, and then you could just have, like me, I have my Singularity Harness at 5-star. In theory, I could have this as my farming, and then I could have a tournament set up for it. Long ways away. That would kind of, you know, kick people who are saving up and getting, like, keeping their ancestrals at 4-star just so they can pull the other for 5-star. But hey, it would be a welcome upgrade. I'm sure they would charge keys for it. But I mean, I'd be fine spending keys on something like that for sure. I think just about every player would be happy to spend keys on that. Going good, Bulldozer. Good to see ya. Viking Funeral is Zerk Mastery. Yes, yes it is. Ah, okay, VF. Yes, that's VF. Durr. I should have thought of that. But yes. Bro, once my Viking Funeral goes down, it's basically game over. Like, there's a run that I posted on YouTube not too long ago about, like, my Berserker Mastery. And I did a tier 20 milestone where I got to 400. I didn't think I was going to make it to, like, 200. I had multiple runs where I had no energy nets, or no energy shields. I did have demon mode waiting, but I got 2 back-to-back death defies. And I wasn't intro sprinting anymore, but that's, say, 10 waves. Then you get some wave skips, like 11 or 12 waves that you're just skipping through with super damage. It really does let you last a lot longer in your tournament runs. Especially, like, that's why I like when the overcharge is the first boss or the first fleet. Because at 895, it's usually not too strong. It'll maybe hit you once or twice, and you just pray that in those couple hits, you get a death defy. Because then it means until wave 990, you're going to have super damage from Viking Funeral. My farming build, yeah, I got 5-star. Module presets, I would love that. Fuds, if you're watching, please, module presets. I mean, even if you make it like 100 keys, that would be amazing. Even if they made it 200. I mean, I'm sure, like, people would... I mean, people might flame me for this, but it would increase the spend in the game, because people are like, wait a second, 200 keys, I get module presets? Yep, I'm going to be, time to get more stone packs to move up in tournaments. Oh, man. Yeah, Fudge briefly mentioned module subset presets top 50 chat in Discord. We don't know when though. Wow. See, Rubber, thank you for confirming. Amazing. Another reason to tune in to the random tower lives on non-tournament days. So, not that any of us tower tubers have a claim to one day. I used to do Mondays. Now I try to do Thursdays. Everyone streams, you know, on Tuesday and Wednesday because of tournaments. But, like, I think all of us should try to get, like, a day. Like, I know Monday midday, Greeny's been doing his lives. And basically the whole tower community tunes in because he's Greeny. But, like, Crowbar, you got to pick a day. And then we'll all tune into yours. I think Tags is doing Monday night. Greeny's doing Monday midday. I try to do Thursday afternoon or evening. I think Sunday's open. Wednesday late in the evening after the tournaments are done, perhaps. I'm wait till tier 19, wait 4,500 for Berserk Mastery. Nah, man, get it. Want to say I did it without... Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, I mean, getting tier 19 done without Berserker Mastery, that might be tough. Because, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could take... Well, I can't disable the Mastery, can I? I actually would kind of be curious to see, like, if I turned off the Viking Funeral, if it was possible. To just see how far I'd make it in a run. It'd probably be like 1,000 waves less. Because when you get that Death Defy, sure, it's only 300 seconds, but, like, you're clearing everything. So my wall is, like, 300-second cooldown. 304, so that'll come back almost every time. And then, usually in that time, I'll at least get one energy shield, so it stacks up pretty quick. I've had times where at, like, wave 4,200, I'm down to nothing. Even my demon mode's not active. And then I'll just get a Death Defy on a killing strike, and next thing you know, my run will last to 5,600. So, the Viking Funeral is huge, man. Want to say I did it without OP Mastery. Any tips on how to get health from Deathwave quicker? That's tough, Pixo. So I could be wrong on this. Maybe, Banners, you might be better to speak on me than this, because I'm pretty sure, don't you have pretty heavy Deathwave damage investment? But to answer your question, to get more, say, Deathwave health built up, you should have A, more Deathwave quantity, but B, more Deathwave damage. The more Deathwave, Deathwave quantity doesn't, I don't think, does much for your actual Deathwave health bonus. It's the kill wall that comes out, and your kill wall is your normal damage times whatever this part is. And so if you have a big multiplier on your Deathwave damage, in theory it gives you a bigger pool that you can get more of those, more of that health to build up. So that's actually something that I was going to be focusing on soon, because the first overcharge on the tournaments is only like 100 or 150 trillion of damage, which, I mean, I don't really have the health for, but if I did and I could take a few hits, that would be great. But by that point in the tournament, I only have like 1.5 or 2 in my Death Wave health multiplier. So what I'm planning to do is get my Death Wave to the max cooldown of 50, get another quantity, and then at least a few clicks into the damage. Just because then if it's always shooting out the waves and it's always putting the kill wall out every 50 seconds, it should stack up sooner. But maybe someone else has a bigger or a better answer than me. 2.71k labs, that's good. Where do you see your lab completed? Is that here? Lab coins spent, wow. Workshop upgrades, lab, blah, blah, blah. Am I just missing it? Upgrade spot, workshop org, lab coins spent. Ah, research is completed. 2.17k. And I've been, I'm at 2.125 gem rush. So I just gem rushed chrono jump. I just gem rushed this, and then I pretty much always gem rush level 8 and 9 of the mastery. And I did just gem rush the last 2.5 levels of perk wave ban, or perk effect ban. So I'm at max bans now. Whenever there's a lab that's over like 30 days not sped up, I just gem rush it. Because I think the math at that point, like, you could waste 8,000 gems on pulling modules and getting a couple epics that you probably don't need. Which in the long run, you need them all so you can 5-star the useless ones and then get better pulls for other ones. But I'm at the point where I want to get these masteries done. Get these like 5 to 10 level labs done that are very valuable. Rush the last couple levels. And then eventually when I got all my masteries done, and you know, I'm not going to rush a damage per meter where it's 99 levels. I might rush the last level of lab speed just for the memes. See, look at this. See, every time you get a lab speed done, it slowly completes every other one just slightly. Oh, wait a second. I need to turn on 6 times speed. How much is 7? That's pricey. Crowbar, can you get any of these 7 or 8 times yet? I'm thinking these are so expensive in terms of cells needed. Someone posted on the Reddit like a meme that they made like a cells card, and I think it was a joke, but like maybe it wasn't. Maybe they know something, because these are so pricey, the 7 and 8 times speed ups. I would think that maybe they are coming out with a cells card soon. 24/6, yes. I can keep one lab at 6 times speed 4 days of the week. On the tournament days, I have to turn it off. I make roughly about 2.4 million cells a day. I make roughly about 100,000 an hour. If I show you this, like 496, and this is in 5 hours, roughly. 438, 478. You can say roughly about 100,000 cells an hour is what I make. But tournament days, that gets thrown off. And right now, my cell enhancement's like 120 Q. So I would have to do like 18 hours of farming to get that. Right now, what I'm doing is putting every single upgrade, every single enhancement into damage until I can no longer get 1 damage click every run. And then I'm going to move on to critical factor, then damage per meter. Just keep moving down the line. Wow, max quantity of 37 seconds death wave cooldown. That's great. Bulldozer, do you get your death wave health like maxed out in a tournament run? Or no? Because that's great. Yeah, Eric, doing a casual Thursday afternoon stream. I do have a work meeting here at 4 my time. Shoot, actually, let me just check my calendar. I have it on the calendar for 4 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, I'll just check it something. All right, coming back. All my poison swamp labs ran at 2930. Wow, that's nice. Manners, do you have the 2 swamps up permanently? I mean, I do want to get my 2nd swamp up because I do have 1 that's permanent, but getting 2 and then my poison swamp labs are about halfway done. Yes, I have stun on. I'm AFK, man. I've forgotten to turn this on for tournaments when I have it off for farming, so I just leave it. Having 2 swamps up permanently with all these maxed out can be pretty damn valuable. And I think it's only, what, like 4,000 stones to get 2 labs up permanently? Because I believe it was like 1,700 to get 1 lab up permanently at like 70 seconds. Duration and cooldown, but I'm not sure. Death wave damage at like 3 times tower damage super tower. Wow, that's insane. I occasionally could do times 7. What are we talking about again? Oh, times 7 in tournament. Yeah, Manners, you're the death wave guy, right? You invested a lot in it. I hope they buff it for you too, man. I know a lot of people were big on some ultimates, like, and then they revamped them or like redid it. And these kind of alternative damage strategies, like this EHP stuff that you're seeing a lot of these guys do, it's an alternative strategy, and I love seeing it. I love seeing a change in the meta from just glass cannon. All right, there's a silly fleet. Turn the fleet damage on so you can see. It's just getting tagged. Uh-oh. Take it out. It's getting close to the tower. Not good. Damn, look at that. Just buffed all those things so much. 7.45 Q. Remember that video you bought the big gem pack multiple times? A gem card multiplier would be nice. I did get with keys the initial gem stack, so it gets to 10, and it's a pretty significant increase to my gems. Because I mean, you can't be clicking every 10 minutes of every minute that you're awake. You'll go on walks, you'll go to the bathroom, you'll do stuff like that. There's been times that I'll click the 5 gems, and then I'll like look away and look back, and the next one's already up because that timer kept going. So when I wake up in the night, I'll usually walk over, press it, get my 10 gems, go back to bed. And it has given me, I don't know the math on it, but just that one gem stack has been pretty significant. So I definitely want to get that maxed out, but the next one's 20. And considering that I would just need 25 keys to get the nuke save from killing blow, I think I'm going to get that next. I'm going to get that, keep working on damage, move to tier 18, and slowly start transitioning to econ research and enhancements. When I got 11th last tournament, until I did the run again and got back to 10th, it gave me a bit of anxiety, so I keep saying that I'm going to reach this milestone, then I'm going to go focus on only econ. And I keep changing, I just keep going all in on damage. But the next couple months of stone packs going all towards econ. I'm going to get Death Wave cooldown maxed out, and then I'm going to get Golden Tower plus maxed out. And when I start doing those, I'm going to finish every econ lab. Hopefully by that point, I'll also have my Golden Bot maxed out. I'm kind of considering respecking this, and then just getting bonus maxed out, cooldown, and range, and then I'll put whatever's in duration, whatever in duration. It might even be like less than 40 seconds, but we'll see. 270 times on Spotlight, wow. My Spotlight in run is only 183. That's with the perk and Super Tower bonus, of course. And I have Super Tower permanent. You've got a lot of upgrade research or upgrade clicks into your Spotlight. That's good. Yeah, I definitely need more. I also in farming I use Primordial Collapse just because I get more coins than my Harmony Conductor. But I don't have as much Spotlight angle, so that I still get more coins, but if I had that Spotlight angle Ancestral, I'm sure I'd do pretty good. 687,000 reroll shards. I don't know how to, I pop out the chat, but it's still like super tiny, so I'm like up here looking. Alright, if I pull it up on another one, I get it. Don't even check my Death Wave health tourney. Well, Bulldozer, I'm going to ask you to check your Death Wave health in tourney. And Manners, what is your Death Wave health in tournament again? Sorry, I think you already answered that, but yeah, I apologize for missing it. Really smart point. Bonds and I were talking about adding summon back to tourney to get more enemies. Yeah, so when I did the rerun of the tournament yesterday, and I got barely higher than my 1106 run. I had summon on, and I kept with my Astral Deliverance. And what I found was the first overcharge, I got lucky that summon was near where the first overcharge was, so there were so many enemies there that allowed for bounce shots. So summon in that case, you have to get good placement with it, but it did help with eliminating those fleets. So I might go back to running with it in tournaments. Because since I play at minimum range, usually the bounce shots are pretty good anyways, but when there's no enemies there and your shockwave pushes everything back and then the fleet's not taking damage, bro, it's rough. I think it finally came to buy it. We need gem multiplier card. Meow, crowbar, remember that video you bought the gem pack multiple times? Did you check my death? Oh, I'm going through stuff I already read. Swamp and a half, 55-second cooldown, 70-second duration. Nice. Chrono loop off for tier 17 farming. Alright, I'll turn it off. Where's my chrono loop? So you leave chrono field on, but you turn chrono loop off? Is that what you mean, Bulldozer? Let's see, 165. Let's see if this gets higher. Current at 7.51 Q coins an hour. Alright, so I turn off chrono field plus. Oh wow, there's just lots of enemies. Feels weird to see him not spin around in the toilet bowl. Oh shoot, do I see tags live right now too? Whoops. I feel bad whenever there's two of us going at the same time. Tag explain to keep chrono field on but turn the loop off. This help with tank ultimates. It certainly helped me. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm sure it'll help, but I'm big on like the whole AFK thing. Just let it run. Let it do whatever. Like that's why I do have Poison Swamp stun on still. I know this does hurt farming, but I don't want to forget it for a tournament. Tags has been live for 16 hours straight. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Is there a way that I can... Because I saw Spartan do it to Tags today, but he rated his stream. Is there a way to do that? I'm going to switch. I'm going to go back to viewing my stream from my BonzosTower. I'm going to click on tags. How do I raid? How do I raid your stream? Why is his audio not coming through? Did I have this muted? Joking about I do turn loop back on at last 5 inch waves to get the extra push. I agree, it's micro. Oh, so it does help you survive longer. See, I usually make it to roughly, look at this, like high 4900s or 5500. So I'm just gonna turn it back on. And then next run, maybe I'll remember to turn it off at the beginning. $183 Urkish Spotlight is decent, but like as you see here with some of the other fellow tower enthusiasts having like 300 Spotlight's super OP. So to give you a little story, I was re-rolling my Dimension Core, and I was just focused on trying to get my last one as Chain Lightning damage higher versus Spotlight bonus. And then I forget who told me, like, no, you want more Spotlight bonus. Because if you get Chain Lightning damage from, like, from 1,000 to 1,200, like, yes, that's good. However, if you get your Spotlight bonus from, like, 10 to 15, that's an additional 5 times more of, like, the entire Chain Lightning multiplier. So it just adds up. Oh, I'm trying to list tags. Stream settings. I'm trying to figure out how to raid tag stream. Create demographics, no. Permissions. Add categories. I have to add his stream to the redirect. How do I do that? Tower and chill. Shoot, I'm not seeing this. Google just loves to make their stuff so, oh, redirect, add, okay. Alright, I think I found it. Redirect, tags. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to figure out how do I... Setting this to tags. Privileges from you. I know I'm missing my chat. Yeah, shout out to Tags. He does those long streams. I do not have the stamina for those, unfortunately. On Twitch, yeah, but you might have to drop the link for everyone. Or raid. Try one with loop on. Yeah, I guess I could, Bulldozer. I could do a run without it, and then a run with it, and just see. Because if the run's shorter, but I get more coins, then why not? And yeah, the sales probably be a little bit less, but... You know, if I run it 6 times, once less per week, is it really that big of a difference? No. Well, Tags has been streaming forever, Bulldozer, so that's why it's a little bit lower. Yeah, it looks like he's got his dice game up, and then he's got the tower on in the side. All right, deep mode activated. Bonzo, aim for that quick 1 hour stream. I like it, man. Yeah, I like those 1 hour, 1.5. I mean, ideally, I would like to stream every day for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. But there's just days where with the business, I'm just so busy I can't. Or there's days like yesterday. I legit was in bed for 17 hours yesterday. My sleep thing says like 15 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 11 p.m. the night before. Woke up at like 7. And then I went to the grocery store because it's across the street. So I walked there, got my stuff, came back, made my breakfast smoothie, and I was like, I'm going to sleep. So then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up at 2 p.m. So there's days like that where then, of course, I've got the business stuff, and I just, yeah. I would love to stream daily. That's the goal. I did a stream where I had my tower going, but I was playing Fortnite as well, and I had both on the screen. And I feel like it kind of took away from the tower viewers because I wasn't able to answer their questions in chat like this because I was so locked in on Fortnite. We definitely all have towertism, for sure. You should farm tier 3, not 2, or just stay on 1. I'm grinding tier 2. The highest I get is 4,600. What should I do? Yeah, probably go back to 1. I know 1 is, tier 2, I believe, is like, I think someone told me it's like 7 times more difficult than tier 1. From what I've heard and kind of my opinion is you want to farm, tiers so you can get well above wave like 6,000. Like 7,000, 8,000, because then you're going to get decent cells. You gotta go up to get those cells. How are you getting spotlight bonus 183? I see when you click on it, only says you're at 40 something. Is it because you've got loads ultimate? No, so Green Top, I have that because the most powerful damage mastery is Super Tower Mastery, So even though here it's 47.9, then you get the perk for the 1.5x spotlight damage. But my Super Tower Mastery is permanent. And Super Tower Mastery is... Our Super Tower Mastery is 35% card multiplier effect to increase all ultimate weapon damage. So 8.3 times 0.35 is like 3 times. So then it multiplies my spotlight by 3x. So Super Tower Plus is huge. It is huge. All right, I'm going to try this again for tags. Redirect pillage needed. As tags. Add to a live redirect list. Oh, whoops. That's the message in game. Alright, how does this get out? Alright, let me try to add tags again. Redirect, add tags. Nope. Give it another try. Alright, let me just refresh this entire thing. Redirect. There we go. Now it's got it. I have tags as the... Let me go back to my comments here that I've been completely ignoring. We understand the game, more metas and micromanagement techniques appear, and we realize we do nothing. We know nothing. Putting Flamebot off in time for the OT. Yeah, Tags was talking about that with me the other day. Like, you turn off Flamebot, then you turn it on so it comes on when the fleet comes. Like, that's just some crazy micro. But when you figure that stuff out, like, it's very powerful. Or if you can somehow time your amplify bot to come on at the end of a run, or the end of, like, you know, the 895, 925, that's huge as well. I got 25,000. Another map, flip a coin, heads do EHP. If tails do damage, commit to either one. Generator I use, my primary is the project funding, and then secondary I almost always run the Pulsar Harvester. This is really good. Technically, you could say restorative bonus would probably be better in some situations. I did a long video on different battle conditions and what assist mod to use, and restorative bonus definitely did better in a lot. But I've been using just keeping it easy. Pulsar Harvester for every tournament as my assist for the most part. Last like month or so. Oh damn, I wish I could see what damage that fleet took, because that fleet got worked by my inner landmines there. Those inner landmines were charging up for a long time and it just got hit. Look at that. Just smacking it. What, Poetic, how are you? Fujin, good to see ya. Yeah, Gateway 20. Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, I do wish they had like 10,000 waves is another like relic or whatever, or more stones or gems. I wish they had a 10,000 for every tier. That would be sick. 25,000 would be nuts. Damn, I never played. I guess I wasn't playing the game when they had the anything over 15,000 you'd get banned for cheating. Highest wave 13,490. I don't know. I could check. Well, I don't want to back out unless my demon mode activates, but that's still a ways. I think my highest wave is like 12 or 13,000. I used to do 16-hour runs on tier 11 way back in the day. What's up, Graham? Good to see ya. Got 600 levels on HP and 290 on damage, so I can get to HP. Matthew, what tier are you in again? Matt the Goats. Because I would guess, Matthew, if you have 600 levels HP and 290 on damage, that you're probably already in EHP and you're in probably champions or below. I would keep focusing on your EHP. There's so many different ways to do it, but when it comes to farming, you don't really want too much damage until you have very good uptime on your Golden Tower and Death Wave and Black Hole. Because if you're just eliminating enemies right away, then you're not going to stack them up for when the ultimates go off. Oh, there's an alarm. Snooze. Especially with infinite ILM damage. I don't have infinite ILM damage yet. I don't know if I ever will. ILM damage 1.418B. See, that's about double what my chain lightning is. The later in the run I go, the more the chain lightning damage stacks up. Or no, excuse me. The more my my inner landmine damage adds up. That's insane. I actually haven't had it this much higher than chain lightning. This is more than twice. That's because when these bosses come in and they hit all the mines, they're just getting worked. Hey, look at that. Chain lightning did 3.7% damage, but inner landmines did 31. And this is inner landmine plus 8. When I have inner landmine plus at like 11 or 14, because I do want to get it maxed, whew, that'll be nuts. I want to get it maxed, and I want to get good, good assist mod core or assist mod substat efficiency. So I get more landmines stun. Obviously, I need to get this to Ancestral. And this to Ancestral. Just landmines everywhere and then use Magnetic Hook. That would be sick. Thanks to pre-rework OA, I'd have tier 16, 25,000 milestone. Wow. So you were doing that infinite run for a bit. Workshop, just try last possible farm runs. 34K waves, that's nuts. I hope you screenshot how many, what your stats were from that, because that is a lot. A lot. What do I hear? Oh, that noise is from Tag Stream. I forgot I still have that up. I never, I didn't pull the OA at the time. I forgot what I was doing, but I just didn't. I was like, I don't have any need for this. Right now, my OA is, I think, Mythic. Or no, it's Legendary. I think I've got... No, it's just Legendary. Shatter these, because why not? Can I get a level after this in anything? Nope. Fine. It's usually I get like one level and one of these a day. That's about what it is. And obviously it's going to happen a little bit slower because they're getting higher. But yeah, now that I got my assist mods all at say 161 with decent multiplier. Except I do need a bit more on armor. Yeah, look at that. But I'm saving up all my stones for Death Wave cooldown. Saving them all up, baby. So I'm not going to be purchasing anything with stones until the end of the month. Just all saving up, putting in the bank. So I can get Death Wave cooldown max, and then I want one more Death Wave quantity. That's the goal. Okay, is huge. 213. Have you tried investing in Flamebot and running SH Assist mod for double damage enemies? Unsure if 2x would help. I'm sure it would help, but no, I haven't. If I did get the bot presets, I would, I'd try run with Amplify bot maxed out or near maxed out, And then I try to run with like flame bot, and then maybe run mixed. Try singularity harness, but no. I don't have the bot presets, so literally I run with my bot's useless in tournaments because all I have is golden bot. And even last run, like I did, these runs were with amplify bot with like 9,000 medals amplify bot. Took all those out, put it in golden bot, and I still made it a little bit farther. 4.51 AB damage versus 3.11 AB. Oh yeah, a lot more. 2.86. So yeah. The bots are, I don't want to say they're useless, but they're relatively useless until you get them, you know, really well upgraded. It's just not that good until you've got maxed out range. You've got it up for at least like 50% of the time. Then it's just not really worth it. Deathwave Plus, no man. I am getting Deathwave cooldown maxed. Then GT Plus maxed, so that'll be a few months of stones. And luckily getting 10th or better in Legends every week, knock on wood. That's like, what, that's 8 tournaments, 8 times 3. It's like 2,400 stones organically. Plus what you get every week with the daily missions, like, what's that? You're probably getting like 2,600 stones every month organically. Then obviously the packs. So I would think by like May or June, I'll have GT Plus maxed out. And then yes, I do want to take Inner Landmine Plus the max. And then after that, I might do more into assist mod stats. However, by that point, I'm assuming I'll have enough econ that I'll be able to research a decent amount into the assist mod percentages. And the next thing after that is getting 2 permanent poison swamps. And then all the poison swamp labs maxed. So, yeah. I'll let you be the Deathwave Plus guy. I'm the Inner Landmine Plus guy. Technically, there's many people first before me, but I don't think there's any other tower tubers doing Inner Landmine Plus. Deathwave Plus uses about 90 angle spotlight. Makes sense. Would people recommend bot preset or workshop preset first with keys and vault? I'd probably say workshop preset, Bulldozer, but that's just my opinion. It's my opinion. But yeah, y'all, with that, I gotta bounce. I've got a meeting here in less than 10 minutes, so I need to prepare for that. So yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in. After this, it should redirect to Tags' live, and I will see you guys on the stream tomorrow for the tournament. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Love you guys. Peace and love. Subscribe if you have.